I'm Katie from
Hi,
Jam and Fruit Mobile. Nice to meet you.
Jerem, thanks for coming.
Hi, Garrison.
Hi, Garrison. All right, please have a seat.
All right, so we have this new business, and do you really go to, when you go to a grocery store, do you really know what you're eating? A lot of people, a lot of the farmers and stuff like that, and even some of the stores, have chemicals on them that, that makes the fruit ripe. And when people go to the stores, they look good, but when you take them home, they're just, not so good. And when your family, you're eating all the chemicals, it's not healthy. It's not good. And speaking from experience, when I was a kid, I used to eat all these strawberries all the time. But unfortunately, because of all the strawberries I ate so much that I got a rash. And we found out that instead of the strawberries, it was from chemicals on these things. So they're not good for people. And this is from personal experience, even speaking, is not good. So we've come up with an idea to bring farmers markets to people whenever they feel like it, and when they're ready and when they're able. And that's we're Jam and Fruit, and that's what we are, a mobile farmers market.
So basically, our mission is to bring fresh, healthy, pesticide and chemical-free food to people in cities and highly populated areas, because it's not always readily available. At least it's not as available as it is in rural areas by farms and things. So we're just trying to make it so people have the ability to get as healthy food as possible and not have to be introduced to all these awful toxins that aren't necessary. We plan to deliver our fruits and our produce and jams Monday through Saturday, and we want to have bi-monthly farmers markets on occasional Saturdays and Sundays to get the word out about our business. And then the leftover food and fruit that we have at the end of every few days, probably every 2 to 3 days, we want to take it to homeless shelters and food kitchens, so that people who can't provide for themselves are able to still get healthy food, and they're not subject to having to eat awful, almost trash.
All right, so what you guys are saying is that this is a business that is going to be a direct link between farmers and consumers. It seems like the business will not only bring in profit for the owners, but it'll be mutually beneficial for local farmers, because they'll not be able to move some of their produce and jams that they're not able to before. Not only that, it gives back to the community.
You got it. Also, the business will be executed really easily. All we're going to need is a supplier who we're teaming up with Butler's Orchard, and a refrigerated truck to transport all of the produce, and an office space where we can keep everything.
And basically, once we get these few necessary staple items that we need to get the business up and running, we'll be able to start selling to our target market immediately. And our target market's going to be about 36 to 46-year-olds, because we did a lot of research and we found that farmers markets, the people that most often go are between the age of 36 and 46, but these people don't only go, like a lot of young people go, but they just don't purchase things. And 36 to 46-year-olds do purchase items while there, which is definitely a beneficial thing to have for your business.
So who will be the parties involved?
The owners of the business, which will be us, the local farmers, and the people at Butler's Orchard, and any of the other farmers in the area, which, over time, hopefully our business will expand and we'll be able to connect with those farmers.
So what exactly is it you're trying to do?
Well, we're primarily a mobile farmers market that occasionally has farmers markets held bi-monthly in order to get the word out.
So where are you guys going to be located?
We will be operating out of Baltimore, Maryland, and we have an apartment building down there that we will be operating from.
So when do you guys plan on opening your business?
It'll probably operate spring, fall, and summer, but primarily May through November, because that's when fruit is at its peak of freshness, and we want to make sure that we deliver the best quality products as possible.
So how do you guys plan on delivering the food?
By driving our Jam and Fruit truck that we will take to all the farms and pick up all the produce, and then from there we're able to take it back to our home base and sort all of our fruit through and be able to get it to all the customers at their homes.
Do you think there's franchise potential in this business?
Definitely. There's a franchise potential because of how simple the business is to get up and running.
All right, I see what you guys are talking about. So what you're going to sell is a mobile farmers market?
Yes, and we found some statistics about the fruit that most people buy at farmers markets. These include peaches, apples, melons, honeydews, cantaloupes, strawberries, my favorite of course, blueberries, and watermelon. But we will only sell the fruits when they're in season to make sure that they, are the freshest they can be and they're the best quality. And of course, we'll be selling the fresh jams from our fruit suppliers.
Sounds pretty good. But how do you expect to get customers in an area that already has farmers markets?
Well, we thought of it since Baltimore already has 13 up and running farmers markets, which, I mean, you can look at it as a serious issue because of all the competition. But we looked at it and thought that since this area has so many thriving farmers markets, that adding one more that is set apart from the others would be extremely beneficial. And since all these farmers markets have all these people coming in that are clearly interested in having healthy food directly from farms and farmers, that it'd be a really good idea to open one more that's different. And ours is different because we deliver. So if these people are willing to go a few extra miles or, maybe even 20 minutes farther than the local grocery store to get this food, that they'd probably be very interested in having us come to them and deliver fresh food.
So you guys plan on marketing?
Of course. What we're planning on do is going to all the up and running farmers markets, like she said, the 13 in the Baltimore area, and we're going to go to there and set up a booth and have our truck, the Jam and Fruit truck, to get people to start knowing about us. We'll start about 2 months before we actually open up in the next coming year, and people get to know our name and know our business and sign up for mobile. See if they can, maybe we come once a week to them if they want anything. Things like that. And so we'll start getting our word out at places like the already open farmers markets.
So what trade association will you have to deal with?
We actually have to do with 2 trade associations if we were to open this business or get it up and running. We'd first have to deal with the Organic Trade Association since we're dealing with organic food, and we'd have to look into what's new and the new research and everything about that. And also we'd have to deal with the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration.
So how is organic food sales industry doing right now? Would it really be wise to open up a new business in the economy right now?
Well, the United States sales of organic food and beverages have just grown from $1 billion in 1990 to $24.8 billion in 2009. So this is a growing market, and we'd like to get into this business.
So how much is all this going to cost?
Well, actually, it's very cost efficient. The van, or the Jam and Fruit truck that's refrigerated, is going to cost about $9,000 with the refrigeration and everything. And then also we found a 2,000 square foot office space that we can use as our home base and store the produce there for a few days until we can figure out where it's going and send it off to the homes. And also figure out who we're sending it to and just have an office space. And that's going to be about $2,700 a month. And then, of course, we'll have to pay for the produce itself that we get from the farmers, but that'll vary on a month-to-month basis based on which produce that we're getting that month, what's in season, how much we're getting, who we're selling it to. So that'll vary a little bit.
Well, I have no more questions to ask. It seems that Jam and Fruit Mobile is legitimate and has great potential success. Well, thank you for coming.